This news update is brought to you by...
So, I'm meeting Rico later. Gotta check in with the girls, but first, let me check my usage on the MyLime app. Now, what should I wear? Hashtag sexy. He's here.
It's Monday, May the 11th, 2015, and this is your Barbados Today morning news update. I'm Emmanuel Joseph. Thanks for joining us. We begin with news that government is on the verge of embarking on a new phase of a poverty eradication program in all 30 constituencies. Speaking to Barbados Today during his annual Mother's Day luncheon for his St. Michael Central constituents at Tropical Winds in St. Philip, Minister of Social Care Steve Blackett said Phase 1, which involved 30 households, has been successful so far, and Phase 2 is about to start.
It really goes to the heart of intervening in what we call intergenerational poverty, where we, through the IC Bridge, I instituted a number of programs that will bring poverty alleviation and poverty eradication to those 30 households. It has been successful so far, and we are now, like I said, on the cusp of rolling out another 30 families.
Blackett also disclosed that government was now in the process of expanding the poverty eradication program to cover even more than the current 30 households.
I want to report that we are also in discussions with one of the international agencies where we plan to expand this program beyond 30 families. I don't want to say too much about it at this stage because we are still very much in the negotiating phase of the program. But it is going to be an exciting program and it's going to touch the heart of poverty in Barbados in a way that has never been touched before.
Meanwhile, an upbeat Alberta Louise Clark, the oldest mom at the Mother's Day luncheon, was grateful she could celebrate the occasion at the ripe age of 90.
Today is Mother's Day and I feel I am blessed. I am blessed, so I pray to see the next time and everybody will celebrate with me. May the Lord bless you all as I say thanks in Jesus' name.
Top Barbadian officials, including former senior government minister Dame Billy Miller, are among observers who will be keeping a close eye on the conduct of today's general election in Guyana. Dame Billy is one of the co-leaders of the Carter Center Observer Mission, watching over the polls in which President Donald Ramotar of the PPP Civic is seeking re-election, and candidate for the opposition APNU AFC David Granger is hoping to lead his party into government for the first time. Head of the Carter Center, former U.S. President Jimmy Carter, was forced to return to Atlanta yesterday after feeling unwell. Meanwhile, speaking at the PPP Civic final rally Saturday night, incumbent Guyanese President Ramotar pledged to take the country to a great future if re-elected. He also sounded warnings over any attempt to manipulate the voting process. On the same night, opposition candidate Granger told a crowd that it was time to remove what he termed this PPP wrecking crew from government. He also emphasized the need to get to the polls early and be vigilant throughout the day.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
Financially strong since 1983. We have been there for you. A small
Welcome back with the big story on the regional front now. France has announced its intention to cancel all of Haiti's debts. This is seen as France's way of seeking to right the wrongs of the transatlantic slavery. The revelation was made last evening by French President François Hollande during the official unveiling of the Memorial ACP in Pointe-à-Pitre, Guadeloupe. Our Fenella Wedderburn is covering that event.
France yesterday took a significant step in what many are saying is righting the wrongs of the transatlantic slave trade. Addressing hundreds of officials, including Prime Minister Fandel Stewart, French President François Hollande announced that his country will be cancelling out all of Haiti's debt. The news was met with a standing ovation by the gathering, including Haiti's President Michel Martelly, St. Vincent and the Grenadines Prime Minister Dr. Ralph Gonzalez, and the Dominica's Philippe Garrett. President Hollande also announced that he would be paying an official visit to Haiti as he delivered his speech at the official opening of the Memorial Act in Pointe-à-Pitre, Guadeloupe, the first ever facility dedicated to the memory of the slave trade and slavery around the world. Those present believe that President Hollande's announcement will go a long way in helping the impoverished French CARICOM island get back on its feet. Reporting from Pointe-à-Pitre, Guadeloupe, Fenella Wedderburn, Barbados Today.
Further field now, a man in Paraguay accused of raping his 10-year-old stepdaughter and getting her pregnant has been arrested. The 42-year-old man had fled in the wake of the accusation against him, but he denied any wrongdoing to police and local media and has demanded a DNA test on the unborn child to back up his claim. An international rights group is pressing the Paraguayan government to allow an abortion for the girl. But abortions are outlawed there, except in cases where the pregnancy endangers the mother's life.
Days after this emotional interview, the woman with her back to the camera was arrested for allegedly failing to protect her daughter from a rapist and being his accomplice. It's a case that has shocked the small country of Paraguay in South America. The 32-year-old woman's daughter, a 10-year-old girl, is 5 months pregnant. The man who authorities say raped her is the girl's stepfather. The prosecutor in charge of the case says there's an arrest warrant for the 42-year-old man who's at large. The girl's mother and human rights organizations are demanding the pregnancy be terminated, saying the law is on their side.
When it comes to the national legislation, we have Article 109 of the Penal Code, which talks about the interruption of pregnancy in cases where it puts the life of the woman at risk.
Another Amnesty International official says the physical and psychological impact of forcing this young girl to continue with an unwanted pregnancy is tantamount to torture.
And finally, this story from right here in Barbados. Whoever said Minister of Social Care, Constituency Empowerment and Community Development Steve Blackett could only talk well, yesterday when he hosted his annual Mother's Day lunch for his St. Michael Central constituents at the Tropical Winds in St. Philip, Blackett showed he could also turn a tune as well.
With a song I just wrote yesterday, and I hope you can hear what the words and the music have to say. It's so hard to explain everything that I'm feeling. Face to face, I just seem to go dry. But I love you so much that the songs of my voice can get me high.
And on that note from, shall we say, Singing Steve, we bow out from our Barbados Today morning news update. However, you can join us again this afternoon. Until then, remember to log on to www.barbadostoday.bb, subscribe to our e-paper and email updates, or like us on Facebook. You can also catch us on Izumi Media in bus terminals or screenplay at supermarkets and gas stations near you. Also tune into Channel 101 on Lime TV and Mix 96.9 FM to get all the latest news and sports. I'm Emmanuel Joseph. Have a fantastic day.
This news update is brought to you by...
So, I'm meeting Rico later. Gotta check in with the girls, but first, let me check my usage on the MyLime app. Now, what should I wear? Hashtag sexy. He's here.